This is AMS TV and you are watching AMS English News, and here are today's top stories. Thousands of supporters of the Cockroach Janata Party gathered at Jantar Mantar in New Delhi on Saturday. Party founder Abhijit Dipke was present at the protest and addressed the crowd. Demonstrators raised slogans against Union Education Minister Dharmendra Pradhan and demanded his resignation. The protest focused on alleged irregularities in exams such as NEET, UG, CBSE, CUET and SSCGD. Dipke arrived in Delhi from the United States and later joined the event carrying a book by Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. Organizers also issued guidelines asking supporters to carry the national flag, flowers and books. Former Tamil Nadu BJP President K. Annamalai has said that more than 1 million people joined his new political movement Idu Namma Iyakam within 10 hours of its launch. He announced the movement through a video message on June 5th and described it as a people's movement for the future of Tamil Nadu. Annamalai said the large number of resignations shows strong public support and trust in the new platform. He added that the movement is based on a shared vision for development and better governance in the state. Earlier, Annamalai resigned for the BJP's primary membership on June 2nd. His resignation later became public on Friday. The new movement has already received support from new political leaders, including a Tamil Nadu BJP vice president who reportedly resigned from the party. The rapid response to the launch has drawn attention across the state and may have an impact on Tamil Nadu politics in the coming months. A political controversy has erupted in Bihar after former Chief Minister Rabri Devi and RJD leader Tejasvi Yadav returned their government-provided security. On Saturday morning, Rabri Devi asked all security personnel stationed at her residence in Patna to leave. The move came after the state government reportedly reduced their security cover. RJD leader strongly criticized the decision and called it politically motivated. Following the development, party workers gathered outside the residence, some carrying sticks as a show of support. RJD leader Rohini Acharya appealed to party members to reach the Rabri Devi residence. The issue has sparked fresh political debate in the state. A major train accident was narrowly avoided at Ludhiana railway station in Punjab. A train carrying around 1200 passengers to Vaishno Devi split into two parts after the toilet section of a sleeper coach suddenly broke off with a loud noise. The damaged coach became separated from the adjacent coach, causing panic among passengers. Railway officials quickly reached the spot and began an investigation into the incident. Fortunately, no injuries were reported. Authorities said the outcome could have been much worse if the train had been moving at high speed. Services were restored after security checks. Popular educator and global studies founder Khan Sir reached the civil court in Patna on Saturday to surrender in connection with a firing case. Police had been searching for him since Friday after an FIR was registered against him. The case includes charges of attempted murder and violations under the Arms Act. Authorities say the investigation is ongoing and further legal action will depend on court proceedings. The development has attracted significant public attention because of Khan Sir's popularity among students across India. More details are expected as the case moves forward in court. The United States says it carried out strikes on Iranian radar site located on Goruk and Kashin Island after intercepting attack drones near the Strait of Hormuz. According to the US Central Command, the operation was aimed at preventing further attacks in the region. Iran's Revolutionary Guard later claimed it launched missile strikes against enemy positions near the strategic waterway. US officials also said Iran fired 7 ballistic missiles toward Kuwait and Bahrain, but most were intercepted. US President Donald Trump stated that Iran's missile capability had been weakened, although some reports suggest Iran still has significant military resources available. India has strongly objected to assembly elections being held in Gilgit-Baltistan, a region administered by Pakistan but claimed by India. The Ministry of External Affairs said Pakistan has no right to conduct political activities in the area. India maintained that the entire region of Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh, including Gilgit-Baltistan, is an integral part of the country. Voting is scheduled for June 7th on 24 assembly seats across 10 districts. India stated that such election cannot change the legal status of the territory. The issue remains one of the major points of disagreement between India and Pakistan. At least 49 people have died from thirst in the Sahara Desert in Niger after their truck broke down during a journey. According to reports, the passengers were returning from a Muslim religious festival in Mali when the vehicle stopped working. They spent several days trying to repair the truck but was unsuccessful. The group became stranded in a remote desert area with extremely high temperatures and no access to water or supplies. As their drinking water ran out, many passengers died from dehydration. Authorities are investigating the tragic incident. Gold and silver prices declined this week in the Indian bullion market. According to the India Bullion and Jeweller Association, the price of 24-carat gold fell by Rs 2,225 per 10 grams, reaching around Rs 1.54 lakhs. Last week, gold was trading near 1.56 lakhs per 10 grams. Silver also recorded a sharp decline. Its price dropped by Rs 6,442 per kilogram, falling from about 2.63 lakhs to 2.57 lakhs per kilogram. Market experts say fluctuation in global demand, investor sentiments and international economic factors influenced the precious metal market during the week. India made a strong start against Afghanistan in the one-off test match at the Maharaja Yadavendra Singh Stadium in Mallanpur on Saturday. During the second session on day 1, India reached 107 for 1. Opener Yashasvi Jaiswal was dismissed after giving the team a solid beginning. After his wicket, KL Rahul and Sai Sudarshan steadied the innings and completed an important 50 runs partnership. The duo continued to build India's score and kept Afghanistan bowlers under pressure. The match is progressing well as both teams look to gain an early advantage in the test. India's southwest monsoon has advanced to Goa after arriving a few days later than normal. Heavy rain is being reported in parts of Goa, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu and Kerala. Weather officials say the monsoon could reach Mumbai soon. Kerala has issued a red alert in some districts because of the possibility of very heavy rainfall. Schools have been closed in vulnerable areas and restrictions have been placed on trekking and night travel in hilly regions. The monsoon is expected to move into northeastern states in the coming days, but experts say it may slow down later over parts of central and eastern India. That's all for today's bulletin. We'll be back with more updates next time. Until then, this is Tamanna Rizvi signing off. Have a good day.